Hi, Sean Hogan, Hogan Technology. Today I would like to review the use of presence in our Mixie software. As you can see, this is my Mixie window on my desktop at Hogan. And you'll see on the right hand column here I have a buddies list. This buddies list consists of phones and users throughout my office. If I click on a user and hover over an icon, it'll tell me what status they're in. So right now, Autumn is available. She's at her desk. If I click on Dan, I can see that he's on his phone. It's also indicated by the gold off hook indicator here. If I follow down a little further, I can see Andrew Hogan is available. He has a note here that says in office. But if you can notice this little smartphone indicator, it's telling me that Andrew Hogan is logged in from his mobile application. So he's using his mobility app on his iPhone to log into the system. And we'll get into that a little later on another video. You'll also see Chris Kellogg here is offline, which means he's not here today. He hasn't logged into the software. He's on site at one of my customer sites. If I keep going down further, I will see Evan, and I will fly over his, and you'll see that he is not available. And he's got a note here. As of today, he's at a customer site at 9 o'clock, and he is working at a customer site. So we use the buddies list in notes and presence to know where our entire team is at all times. Megan Henry here is available. Meg Henry is a remote employee. She does not work here in East Hampton at my main office. She works out of her house, as well as Dan LaBarbera. Dan LaBarbera works in South Carolina out of his house. So these two remote mobile users are part of my system, and I get their current presence status, which is up to date constantly on the software. I hope that explains the icons over here. You'll notice that Autumn Lashinsky here just went to be right back. What that means is she got up and left her desk for a few minutes. So I know she was recently there, but within the last 5 minutes she has not used her computer or her phone. Literally bumping the mouse will log her back in, make her go available again, or picking up her phone or typing on her keyboard. These indicators are both automated and set manually. In our case, we use the automated application most often. So available, be right back, not available are automatic. My settings on my system says that after 5 minutes, put me in be right back of inactivity. After 10 more minutes of inactivity, put me in not available. And what that does in my case is it actually will send calls out to my iPhone after 15 minutes of inactivity. So the system is assuming that I am no longer in the office, and it will send a call out to my iPhone. If I come up here to the left-hand side of the screen, I can actually override my presence icons. So here's the ability to override your available to not available, or go to busy, at lunch, in a meeting, be right back, or appear offline. Typically, we would only override for busy, at lunch, or in a meeting. And now each one of these settings could actually change the call handling. If I were to say, well, whenever I'm busy, I want calls directly to voicemail, they would go to voicemail. Or whenever I'm at lunch, I want calls to come out to my iPhone so I can take calls. That's a personal preference. Each one of these can have a rule associated with it that changes the call handling and the call routing. So again, this is Mixie. It's presence indicators. It's real time. If you've noticed, these have been changing right along as we've been talking. People are on the phones, off the phones, in the office, out of the office. It's a great way to see where people are. Big efficiency enhancement and productivity tool for our office. Thank you.